For me to use sports talk, what you expect? It ain't about who said it first. It's about who got it right.
Jay Cutler finally got a job. Well, he actually did have a job. He was working as a broadcaster. Didn't take him too long to find himself back in the NFL. Can't say the same for Cat. Now, it's either the NFL owners really have something against this guy, or the GM just really don't think this guy can play. Because you see how fast they had struck that deal with Jay Cutler, G? It's like, now I do understand that he did play under Adam Gase, and okay, I mean, that was a good year Jay Cutler had, but it still wasn't one of his best years, I would say. So one thing about Jay Cutler is I've always been very wary about him. This is a guy who I was like, man, Jay Cutler, you probably got the strongest arm in the NFL, but some of the throws you make, some of the throws this guy make just really make me scratch my head. Like, why did you do that? And of course, my favorite quarterback being Tom Brady, I sit back and I be like, man, Tom Brady never would have made that throw, or why don't Tom Brady like make some of the same decisions as like Romo at times and Jay Cutler and Matthew Stafford, some of these other guys who are very prone to throwing interceptions.
You know why?
What you think it is?
You want to know why? It's a guy, he wear a hoodie and he had his sleeves cut off.
Oh yeah.
He don't play that. He don't play that turnover. You should know better than anyone, especially turnovers in the red zone. I watched his NFL. A turnover in the red zone, Bill Belichick would not go to sleep that whole week. But back to you.
You shouldn't, man. You shouldn't, man. That's big. Nah. You had brought up a good point. It's man, the same is across the board for everybody. I really don't think Tom Brady is above any rule or regulation. I think if Tom Brady plays bad, you'll see somebody else get in the game. That's like I remember, what was it, 2015? I want to say the Chiefs was pulling it to us in Arrowhead. Brought in Garoppolo, came in, scored a touchdown. Everybody like, oh, Tom Brady's done. He wound up going to the Super Bowl and stuff like that. So it's like, hey, don't ever write him out. But this is about Jay Cutler. It's like he has the tools. Like I remember when I first seen Jay Cutler. I remember watching him at Vanderbilt, pretty good. I remember watching this guy at Denver with Brandon Marshall. I think he had Clem Portis. Man, this guy had weapons, and sometimes it's just like, like, what are you doing? Did you not see that defender right there? And it really made me think, because I'm like, man, what if I guess Aaron Rodgers was to have the team like the Dolphins or something like that? If he had those weapons and stuff like that, you give Aaron Rodgers the Dolphins or even the team he just had with the Bears. He had a roster still. At one point in time, he just had Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Marshall, Bennett, and a running back. So I don't know why they were so quick to just go all in on Jay Cutler. But then again, I mean, we don't know how long Ryan Tannehill is going to be back. But I don't think Jay Cutler, if at all, is any better than Colin Kaepernick, I would say. And plus, at least I know Colin Kaepernick will protect the ball way more than Jay Cutler. This guy is a complete head scratcher, man. He really is. It's like, what are you doing out there?
I mean, Jay Cutler, I'll be the first to say I never was a fan. I thought he was overhyped. Yeah, he had a rocket arm, but like you hit on a lot of points with him, his key turnovers in crucial games, down in the red zone, not looking off the safety. I mean, you're not Brett Favre, but I mean, just mistake after mistake. Even Brandon Marshall called him out when he left, saying that he don't got the it factor. But he said he always stood behind him because he thought that he had it. He can never put up 4 or 5 straight games of just consistent football. Not saying the numbers had to really wow you, but just like you said, turnovers. Sometimes it's not really the turnover, it's when you did the turnover. Was it 3rd and 2? We on a 20-yard line, and you just throw it right to the DN, or you got scared. I'm one of the guys that I always thought Jay Cutler was more athletic than he gave himself credit.
Oh
He could
man.
run out the pocket,
Yeah.
and I think he limit his talent. That's why I say you overrated. When you limit your talent, and by the NFL being a quarterback-driven league, you're going to get your money if you're a starter. But he limit to me. I saw games on Channel 19 where he just sat in the pocket for no reason, didn't roll out, to give him extra time. And it's like he'd take a sack in crucial situations, And it'd be a game out of a 4-game stretch. The Bears might go 1-3, and the one game he threw for 350, 4 touchdowns, probably 1 pick. We all know he got a strong arm, but Shannon Sharp said, when you 34 and I keep hearing you talking about Jay Cutler had a talent, he said, nah, Skip. He is who he is. Stop using that. That's an excuse. That's an excuse to keep him around. If it was anybody else, it's quarterbacks, I ain't going to say no names, that played 3 years, we ain't seen them no more. And if you ask me, Vince Young had a better winning percentage than Jay Cutler. But he got out the league quick. Adam Gase was his offensive coordinator. But did we add, too, that he was 6-10 with Adam Gase? Did he throw 23 touchdowns and 22 interceptions? Did they add that?
Man, how many times has he? Man, how many times has this guy even beat Aaron Rodgers? Man, like how many games has he really even went up to Lambeau and showed you anything? Like anything.
But you know who he had to rely on? A nice running back named Forte.
Yeah.
See, that's what it was. But with his arm, you can be like, wow, what ifs? That's what he leave us with. And I'm going to tell you right now, I see 7-9 with the Dolphins, if that. I mean, he got better weapons right now. Landry, Parker, Cameron as a tight end. He got the nice running back. He got I'm going to say a top 10 defense. We're going to give him that, probably push and shove. Okay, middle of the pack.
Yeah, middle of the pack. Yeah, middle of the pack. They can be, though. The D-line is for real.
And now he playing in a warm climate weather, like, say, November, October. It won't be like 2 degrees like it was in Chicago.
Yeah.
So he got everything working for him. So what's the excuse now? It's none. He got to come produce.
That's good. And you know another thing about Jay Cutler? Man, whenever I see my quarterback throw an interception, I want to see some emotion. This guy will literally lose 5 games in a row and he'll still be out there looking like he done went 5-0. Like he doesn't. It seemed like he doesn't own up to responsibility. It's like, Jay Cutler, did you not just see both safeties right there? You just threw a pick and all he does is walk to the sideline, take his helmet off. No, you gotta show me something that you won't do it again. Something, man.
That's what Brandon said.
Well,
he's arrogant. That's his arrogance.
Okay, I wouldn't be able to get along with a quarterback like that because I'd be like, man, you suck. You need to stop doing that. You suck.
How many times I done seen Brandon Marshall go to the podium for this guy because he was too embarrassed and speak up for him. You can YouTube these things. They're stuck up behind this guy, and this guy couldn't even speak up for himself, but he's supposed to be the leader in the franchise. Hey. I done seen Tom Brady have horrible games and sit there.
Still got to face the music. Still got to face it.
Got skull. Like, maybe he's losing this next game. Brady threw 7 touchdowns, 410 yards, quarterback rating of 120.
Yeah.
Now everybody on mute, praising him.
On a week 5, I think that was it. And it just so happened the Bengals came in there. That was the next game. Brady had that bad game. I think it was a bye week, and then the Bengals came up to Foxborough, and that was it. Got it rolling.
Got dismantled. Literally, like, he basically put us on his knee and spanked.
Yeah. Speaking of Brandon Marshall, though, hey, would you say Eli's a Hall of Fame quarterback right now? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Like, Eli, this is another guy.
Let's go through the criteria first before you say that, not to cut you off.
Okay.
Let's go through the criteria.
Okay? So
I know what you about to go. And don't get me wrong. It is hard.
If he don't make the playoffs with Brandon Marshall right now, he's about to take that guy is gonna take a big hit. He better make the playoffs.
They're going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
The team that's going to flop in that East is the Philadelphia Eagles. I think Philly gonna finish last. I got Washington third. I got Dallas second. I got the Giants winning they division. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be defense. It's gonna be offense. The Giants will average like 31 points a game. 31 points. I think Odell Beckham is gonna go off, and that contract is gonna be so nice. Mark my word.
I mean, they should. You ain't saying much. I mean, come on. Eli got Odell Beckham. You got Brandon Marshall on one side. Come on, man. He should. You get those same weapons to
possession receiver. He's gonna be a possession. He's gonna play a slot.
Brandon Marshall's still a monster, though. That's a possession receiver that a lot of people can't guard one-on-one.
That's my point. He don't got the speed no more.
He don't need it.
That work? No, he just saying he's going to be a second tight end to them. How they using him?
Yeah, and that can be very effective, though. That can be very. He ain't had the speed for a while and still been putting up 150-yard game. I mean, I don't know. Watch the guy with the Jets. 2 times a year, he's still been balling without the speed. It don't matter when you still physical. You still got great intangible. You still got. I'm not gonna say great hands, but this guy still got good hands. He can jump. So it's like that don't mean nothing. They got the Shepherd guy, and it's kind of crazy because I seen this last year. I was like, oh yeah, Victor Cruz is gonna be out the door. I seen it. It was like, those injuries really held him back. So, but with that bad offensive line, as Giants fans will say, because a lot of times Giants fans are like, oh, our offensive line has been bad, and all this thing. Eli still needs a running game. Eli, we know, came into the NFL, and he did have Tiki Barber. He was able to, play action a lot. Same with Joe Flacco, a lot of these guys. So when they sit back and throw the ball 35 times and have 4 picks, it really don't surprise me. Now, where I get lost at is when I see the receivers I'm like, man, you got all them weapons. You still throwing 17 picks? You still averaging 15 picks? They're throwing the ball too
much. But you ain't running the ball.
Yeah.
If they were smart, I would have hollered at the Cincinnati Bengals and asked for Hill with a 4th-round pick. I would give him a 4th-round pick and say, I'll take Hill since y'all got Mixon. I sure would have got on the phone.
That's his boy, too, from LSU, Jeremy Hill and ODB. But this going to be interesting, man. But I know the Giants better do some special things because I've asked myself this plenty of times. I was like, who would I take? Would I take Peyton or would I take Eli? And it's kind of a hard decision. Although in the clutch, man, I
gotta go with the clutch guy.
But listen, look, this is my problem. You can't blame this is gonna go to the same thing of like the LeBron James, because I know you compare Peyton to LeBron.
I knew it. Go ahead.
What?
I knew it because they're the same player. I knew it. Go ahead.
That's what I was about to say. You compare them the same. You can't blame Peyton for getting there and not and basically overlook Eli 7-9s, 8-8, 7-9. Oh my bad, he went 9-7, 91 Super Bowl. 7-9, 7-9. 8-8. Oh my bad, he went 9-7. He won the Super Bowl. No, you can't do that.
Who beat the Super Bowl?
He's inconsistent.
Who did he beat?
Yeah, he beat Tom Brady. What did he do? Tom Brady. What's your point?
How many times Peyton Manning beat Tom Brady?
What'd you say?
I'll wait. How many times Peyton Manning beat Tom Brady?
He's beat him in the AFC Championship, and he beat him in the AFC Championship. He beat him in the AFC Championship. Like, you can't just see. That's the thing. You just base it because Eli Manning beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I mean, don't even say Eli Manning. Don't even say Eli Manning.
Hold on.
The
How
Giants.
much you put your faces on a pedestal? That's a cheat. That's like a call breaker.
Dude.
Like some points on the game.
Dude,
oh
he had the greatest defensive line ever assembled. Go find me a better defensive line. Go find me a better defensive line. Go find me a better.
I said defense win championships, but I'm saying your team was 17-0.
It doesn't matter. When When
What?
you met a jerk,
It don't matter.
you met that jerk. What are you talking about? Did you not see that? That defensive line was amazing. Brady had no time.
But did y'all watch this. But did y'all beat them in the regular season?
Yeah, what was it? 38 like 27. That don't mean nothing. That was the last game of the season. Last game of the season.
News.
That was the last game.
Quarantine.
Huh?
That team was on legendary status, wasn't it?
It was, but it doesn't matter. Defense win championship. We already know that. You know that. You just said it doesn't matter. I don't care what the Patriots do.
The championships?
They do.
What did the New England offense do in the last Super Bowl?
Timeout, but who made them come back? Their defense stepping up. You seen Hightower and them boys stop the running game.
Atlanta.
But guess
stopped what they was doing.
The Patriots defense in the second half stepped up and allowed them to come back.
Did anybody on the Patriots win the defense? Did they win the Super Bowl? I mean, did they win the MVP?
It don't
So
matter.
you play offense. Got it.
You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get that with Tom Brady in the field. Come on now, G. And plus, no, and don't get me wrong. Although they did play good, Tom Brady still came back down from 3 to 28, throwing them little passes to Edelman, throwing the little passes to Malcolm Mitchell, hitting 7-11, all of them. It's still Tom Brady at the end of the day. Which I said, no other quarterback. No other quarterback would have come back down 3 to 28 in the Super Bowl, and I stand by that. I stand by that.
Offensive defense.
What'd you say?
Do Brady play offensive defense?
Offense, but we all know that the offense can affect the defense. We know that.
Like I said, Eli beat that man twice. If he's so much the GOAT, he beat the GOAT twice. He beat a legendary coach and a legendary quarterback.
But see, Eli didn't do it. The Giants beat the Patriots.
I know, but did he some clutch plays?
Not the first one. No, he did not make no clutch play. There was 2 drop interceptions on a last drive. Now the second one, yes, on 3rd and 10 when he had threw that bomb down the left side.
For the helmet ain't no good one.
Man, what the? Dude had his jersey for like a second or two.
It was a play that's memorable.
He threw the ball in the air with his eyes closed. Stop trying to give him credit for that. Stop trying to give this guy credit for that.
I'm just asking the question: did it get completed?
Yeah, it got completed. He caught it on his helmet, which is impeccable. I'm not taking anything away from it.
You don't want to relive that day.
No, hey. I remember like it was yesterday, man. I remember what happened. The Patriots should have put them away. 17-14, great game. That was a great game.
Did he get Plexico Burris?
He did.
For the game?
Yes.
Did he in the Super Bowl?
Hey, you know what?
Joe Montana did it to my Bengals.
Time out. Wait. Hey, G, you know what's funny? Because Ellis Hobbs was Graham. I haven't heard of that dude. Like after that Super Bowl, I don't know what happened to Ellis Hobbs. Like I don't know. Like Ellis Hobbs bit on that. What did he do? He did a fake slant and go. And it was like, why wasn't timeout? Anyways, Bill Belichick. Why wasn't Asante Samuel on Plexico Burgers? Anyways, I always said that we should have had Asante on Plexico at that time. Anyways, right there, and Asante also dropped a pick. I think he dropped 2.
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter.
Gee, come on now. Like, do not try to take anything away. Don't try to take, dude. You know that was the greatest defensive line ever. Like all 4 of them together.
Ever?
Yup. Name a better 4 together. Together. G, go ahead. Name a better 4.
Still Curtin.
Huh?
Doomsday. The Rams with Deacon Jones now.
Man, how many? How many of it? Deacon Jones, no. Yup.
Jack Youngblood. Wake up, man. Please. Hey. Don't disrespect the game like that, man.
Not, hey. The greatest
history.
The greatest.
Do your history. They one of them.
The greatest.
They're one of them. I'm not disrespecting the Giants. They had that defense was a hell of a team.
Only the defensive line, G. That's the thing. Jack Youngblood and them probably had great linebackers and probably a good secondary behind them. Like,
what is the Giants' nickname?
What is that? The G-Man.
But then you got stuff like Doomsday Defense, the Steel Curtain. You got the Purple People Eaters. You got the 85 Bears defensive line. Richard Dent, Refrigerator.
But look at who they have around them. Like when you look at that Giant defensive line, and then you look at the linebacker. So we're gonna put it like this: the Giants defensive line was what? A+. The linebacker core was what? maybe a C plus, and the secondary was a D. So for them to still, that just go to show how great that defensive line was. Now, yeah, you could go look at the 85 Bears. I bet the D line gonna be an A, the linebacker's gonna be an A, and the secondary gonna be a B. There's not that much drop off with these other teams.
But New England had a top 5 defense when Eli beat them.
Man, they had a top 5. They had
lying,
a top 5. Yes, you're lying. Yes, you're lying.
Look it up. Look it up.
Top 5.
Yeah.
That's probably some crazy stat. We had what was the linebacker name? Brandon Spikes, who can't cover, so all he do is hit. He kind of remind me of your boy Burfict. He kind of remind me of Burfict. Kind of remind me of Burfict. Yeah.
Burfict can't cover.
Burfict can't cover nobody.
About 3 picks a year.
Burfict cannot cover nobody. Yeah, in the zone.
What quarterback? That's where they're gonna be at.
In the
zone, the middle linebacker.
You need that Kuechly. Although Kuechly draw back in zone, Kuechly can still guard you. You need.
He is, yeah, but
Lawson.
Perfect. It's probably because his attitude, but man, Perfect a game changer. He'll game changer.
And yeah, he'll get y'all penalties too. That's bad.
I said that. I said his attitude.
That's bad.
I bet Pittsburgh to pick him up.
So
I bet New England to pick him up.
No, they wouldn't. No, they would not. Yeah, and then guess what? If he comes to New England, guess what? He's not gonna have that attitude no more. Bill Belichick isn't gonna allow it. That's the thing. I agree. What Mike Brown allowed and some of these other coaches, like that whole Richard Sherman on the sideline thing, no, it's a wrap. All right, you're getting cut. Bye. We'll see you in the locker room. You done. Like that going off on the sideline stuff, no, because that's a
Tom Brady don't go off on the sideline.
Man, he go off on his players. Yes, he go off on his players. But he ain't disrespecting coaches.
Like Richard Sherman did.
Actually, he did get into it with Bill O'Brien. Tom Brady did get into it with Bill O'Brien.
Tom Brady is not no saint. Y'all need to stop that.
He's not a saint. He's not
a saint. Tom Brady on this podcast. I don't want to do that.
He ain't a saint. You can't crush him. Sorry. 5. Hold him up. You got 5 fingers, don't you? Yeah. Talk about some Joe Montana.
Eli got 2 from beating me.
It don't matter. And that's it.
I to the Hall of Fame for beating Tom Brady.
And that's
it.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm like, man, dude really going to the Hall of Fame for that. For beating Tom Brady. He ain't bad though, but he clutch. He clutch at time. But like I said, man, we can't knock Peyton when Peyton gets there.
Peyton a dog. I ain't taking nothing from Peyton. We're just, he ain't clutch.
We got 24 more days until college football kickoff. You know what? I'm excited, man. Week 1. I can't wait. Opening week. Did you see what Greg Schiano said about your O State boys? He said y'all got the greatest defensive line. He said y'all defensive line was better than the Bucs D line when they had Bennett in them. I was like, whoa. I was like, uh-oh. He's saying a lot about y'all. But y'all want to open up with Indiana. Y'all really going y'all like, come on, man. But then again, you know what? This is my problem, right? Because schedules are made when, G? 3 years ahead? 4 or 5 years ahead? So once some of these teams start to get left out, I don't think you need to blame the committee. I think you need to blame your I think you really need to blame your athletic director. So don't get mad don't be surprised when some of these teams don't get chosen. They're like, oh yeah, because you played San Jose State and you played McNeese State and you played extra week non-conference schedule. Not to say that about Ohio State, because y'all do play Oklahoma this year, which is gonna be a good game. Y'all be drumming on.
Yeah, right. We gonna smoke them. Yeah, right. They're coming to the shoe. We gonna pop. Oh my goodness.
The name.
Bob Stoops go.
I know, but hey, it don't matter. That's still Oklahoma. But yeah, Ohio State gonna beat them. Ohio State gonna beat them. We gonna see. I know you got a lot of high expectation, but Ohio State should have been opening up with Clemson. They need to make tweaks.
They wouldn't want to play us if we.
That's it. That's y'all need to be playing right now. O State and Clemson right now.
Just mad because your team in jeopardy of Florida State.
I ain't got no team. Actually, my team is UC.
You ain't got no team now?
No, I didn't mean to say that. My college football team. Listen,
LeBron James.
No, listen. Hey, I was talking too fast. My college football team is UC, and outside of that, I just love the sport, man. I just love you got you.
You don't sound
You
like
gotta
you go
respect
to
Bama.
UC. Look, you go to Alabama.
You gotta respect Bama.
Alabama, UC, Alabama, UC, Alabama,
G, you just
UC.
don't like that juggernaut, G. You don't like that, man.
I respect them, but I respect
You don't
Alabama.
like
But
that.
my boys beat Alabama in a
Man, that's
championship.
old.
So
Stop talking about old stuff.
I'm talking about, I mean, but it happened. I mean, it happened. Ezekiel Elliott, dude play for Dallas.
Say it again. Yeah,
He
you
had,
do. Monster.
he had 230. That's all I'm gonna
He
say.
tore them boys up.
Yeah,
He tore them boys. I remember that day. I was actually leaving Florida and I had to go back to Fort Drum, man. In the middle of the game, G, I was like, I kept watching it on ESPN the whole time. Like I would just have I had my little ticker thing like, oh, okay, all right. What? Oh crap, O State really might do, and they did.
shout out to University of Cincinnati.
Preach.
Football team. I mean, like hearing this, just hearing the moves they making, man. No, they not 4 and 5 star. I mean, they got a couple of 4 stars that they landed. They landed a defensive line which was a 4 star. Like I think he had like 21 sacks in high school.
Beast. Well, that's good.
He turned down Tennessee, South Carolina, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, and Arizona State to pick UC, which was big. You know, I just got to tip my hat out to him because I see the recruits that they're getting, and I read one guy was like, you never thought, you know, that UC will have these guys commit this early, you know, and that's huge. That's stuff that, even though, like I said, they 3 stars, you know, a couple of 4 stars, even though they doing it early, you expect the big colleges to have them guys commit early. Like that's letting you know that your program is on the rise. And you know, we don't talk about them too much because you don't make them type of moves. But now that I'm seeing, I feel like we gotta acknowledge that and, you know, show them some love that they're trying. And it's not just we gonna get this guy, this guy. They getting names, you know. They getting names that Notre Dame wanted, you know, that Washington State wanted, Penn State wanted, Iowa wanted, you know, and that just make it feel good to see that they really out here recruiting and bringing guys in to better this program. Because I was up there not too long ago, and
that's your real team for real. You know that. You see your real team.
You see number 2, O State 1. I got, you know, O State 1, but you know they doing a facility thing around there.
I also read an article. They had an extra 1,000 season ticket holders too. G. They got an extra 1,000.
I'm gonna slide in there. I'm gonna definitely slide in there. Me and my boy Matt Davis talked about it. You know, and you know, and I'm happy. You know, with the coach we got coming from the Ohio State to come down here and coach. Yeah, I think I am a fan. And I just want to check them out. And like I'm saying, with the facility, the basketball facility is getting done over. I see the construction all over there. I saw the bubble was up. The football stadium seating, they added a little more seating to that, which they did the past 3 years. So just give a shout out to UC. They up and coming. I'm looking for
I know they appreciate it big time, man. I know you see definitely appreciate that. What's up?
Who was your dark horse in college? We always talk about the big name.
Let me see.
What's a team out there that you know a lot of people now?
See, I would like.
Well, look, they could be in the top 20.
Okay, all right. See, I would like to give this after I seen them play like 2 weeks, but if I had to go right now, it's not really a dark horse. Well, the team who I feel who has a big threat to, of course, dethrone some of these top teams is always going to be Louisville, man, because they got their quarterback. So if Louisville can just, you know, find some defense for Lamar Jackson, because right now Louisville is ranked 17th in the nation. So I will come back, later on like after week 2, and then I'm like, you know what, this team is gonna be the team to watch out for. Like once I see everybody play, you got to think, G. It's like what over 300 some Division 1 schools, so it's like I don't know. This is a hard question now. If you ask me in the NFL, if you ask me what NFL team is gonna be the dark horse, that's a total different story. But college, too many things change.
NFL too. You could pick NFL too. You could pick one college and one NFL.
Well, I think would be a dark horse. See, about a couple years ago, I had the Raiders, of course, and now the Raiders are where they should be. And this is one thing about the Raiders. The Raiders have had talent on their roster. They just couldn't put it together for quite a while. But hold on, let me look. Wait, okay, I'm gonna defer to you right quick. So, who would you say is your college dark horse? And then we're gonna go to the NFL. If you had to say college team.
If I had to say college team, they probably in a dark horse, but they scare me. I'm gonna say Michigan. It's just something about Michigan and Jim Harbaugh, like still poking a stick at him. And it's like, I'm not hurting them, but if I hit them right in the soft spot, I can hurt them. And I don't take them for granted because they play us tough all the time, and it's just like, he got to get a win. He got to get a win against us.
Yeah.
I think like they say, if he beat us, I think he get an extra $2 million contract.
Yeah.
Like
incentives. It's like, yeah. And then you got to think about it, G. I mean, but for the listeners out there who don't know, Ohio and Michigan is like right on top of Ohio. It's right there, like they're literally touching. So when Michigan beats Ohio State, that drives a lot of recruits. The traffic drive. And when Ohio State beat Michigan, they get to take the recruits from Michigan, who was like, well, I was actually deciding between the two, but I think I'm going to go to Ohio State now. So it's a lot of stuff to go in there. But you definitely want to dominate your rival as much as you can. We know that. We definitely know that. I'm over here looking. If I had to say a dark horse, first I'm going to say an NFC. I'm going to say NFC because, like you said the two. NFC and AFC. Who do I think is going to, probably shock some teams? Probably because last year I was saying the Falcons. In the playoff time, I was like, man, we need to really watch out for the Falcons. Like I said that later on in the year, like once they got in the playoffs, I was like, if they can just get their defense to somehow show up, okay, it's not going to be San Fran. Seattle really doesn't shock me. They either gonna be there or not. I do expect Seattle. I'm gonna go I'm gonna say the NFC South, man. I expect the Carolina Panthers to be right back at the top again. No, they secondary ain't good enough, man. Tampa Bay, but Tampa Bay is young. I'm gonna say Tampa Bay. I'm gonna say Tampa Bay. I'm gonna say Tampa Bay might make it because they have Deshaun Jackson, they got Evans, they got Jameis, they got Doug Martin, they have the boy from Alabama at tight end. Man, Tampa Bay has a roster. It's just I don't know about Tampa Bay. They got some nice defensive players as well, but for some reason something's telling me I got Carolina Panthers. For some reason, it's telling me, like, you know what? They're going to make a return to prominence because they didn't have a good year last year, and their secondary was pretty bad. So, we know we seen, Julio got somebody fired, actually, from the Panthers, man. Julio got that guy fired.
Yeah, and guess who picked him up?
Who picked him up?
Bengal.
You for real?
Yes.
What is he doing? So, what is that guy doing right now? Is he on the practice squad? Like, is he actually...
Yeah. He ain't gonna make the team, but they just brought him in a camp.
Oh my man!
Well, my dark horse
for NFC first, then AFC.
For the NFC, I'm gonna say the Washington Redskins.
Kirk Cousins scare me, G. I don't know what you're gonna get from him, but we know that he's definitely better than a lot of quarterbacks.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. This is gonna be the scary part. Mm-hmm. This is what I think is really gonna take him over the top. Terrell Pryor.
Oh, I forgot they did. They
Man,
did
listen
go
to
get
me.
Terrell. They did go get
Tay,
him.
Tay, listen to me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I just think something about to happen. I really do. Like, I really think a Crowder kid in the slot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's gonna be outside of
Garcon, right?
oh,
Garcon.
Pierre left.
He
Pierre went to
did.
see San Francisco.
Well, oh man, that's still not like what? Oh, okay, he ain't trying to win no more. All right, I got it.
Nah, he's chasing the check.
Okay, all right,
Now,
okay.
I gotta see who else is gonna be there. I don't know
Let
Leonard
me see.
Hankers.
Let me see. Let me see. Huh?
Did they draft a wide receiver?
I don't think Washington drafted a wide out. Let me see. Washington Redskins
But a wide receiver core.
receiver 2017. Okay. Jameson Crowder, Santana Moss. My boy Santana Moss back. He's still playing.
Man, come on, man. Santana Moss. Wow.
That boy
And who
fast
else?
as lightning, man. Woo.
There's another guy fast.
Reggie Diggs. Where they get him from?
Reggie.
Okay, that's a guy I don't know about. No, they didn't, man.
Oh no, I'm tripping. They got the tight
Brian
end Reed.
Quick. Oh, he's a monster.
Oh,
Monster.
they got Brian Quick.
Yeah, they got Brian Quick is
He's decent.
solid. Yeah, he decent, but we gonna see what Brian Quick doing in a new uniform because he
Should
showed
be
flashes.
And I forgot Reed. They got Jordan Reed. I
Oh
forgot.
man, he's a monster.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, TP.
Did you go? Did you name your in the AFC?
Ain't nobody gonna surprise my Patriots, but let me see. If I had to say, it would be a shock. Because I judged the Patriots I won the Super Bowl last year as if they beat the Broncos. So that's how I know. I was like, well, if they do beat the Broncos, they're going to go all the way. But if they lose, they wasn't going to go all the way. So let's see. The Chargers can never protect Phillip Rivers. Oakland, that's not really a dark horse, man. The Bengals every year in and year out, man. Like I don't know what else you want me to say. The Bengals year in and year out. It's like I always like, well, the Bengals might do this. The Bengals should be where the Raiders are right now. Like, and that's the thing about the Bengals. Wow, that's why I'm like just so like
The Raiders are
unhappy
us back then.
That's why I'm so high. Like y'all supposed to beat them. Like that's supposed to be the Bengals. Like y'all was in the same predicament, stinking it up, getting the same draft picks. Like that's man, the Bengals. I gotta see what Andy Dalton gonna do with the team.
Things, man. Golly.
I gotta see what Andy. I gotta see what Andy Dalton gonna do, man. I gotta see it. I gotta see because y'all have roster we know like the Bengals roster is probably if not the best, one of the top five.
Easy.
Top five. And you can say the same thing with the Raiders. It's like just win. And it's like the Raiders couldn't do it, and now the Bengals it's like the Bengals are there, but it's like if you see the Bengals go against the Patriots, they gonna wind up getting beat by 30. But no, you can't do that. Like if y'all go against the Patriots, y'all gotta lose by at least 7 points or possibly beat them. It's like the games where you really judge the Bengals to see are they really gonna show up. It's like, well, they let you down. But week 2, wait, or is it week 2 or 3 against Green Bay? That's gonna tell me a lot. And I got the Bengals beat.
Yeah, we know we ain't got them week 2. We got Houston.
My God, they always beat y'all. They always beat y'all, man. They always beat y'all.
Washington ain't about to beat us. It's over.
No,
we gonna win that game.
Houston own y'all. Houston own y'all, man.
Yeah,
they don't even be having a quarterback and they be beating y'all still. Yeah, that's big, but
my dark horse is the Tennessee Titans.
Mariota in them? I like their run game. They got a good offensive line and run game. Their receivers, I don't know. No, they ain't.
They picked up that guy Davis, Corey Davis.
They did. Nah. Not enough for me.
Okay. But you got to look at the division they in, though, Tay. The South.
Okay,
coach.
you know my boy Luck. You know that boy Luck gonna get you 8-9
Man,
wins.
he might start on the season on the IR from what I'm hearing for his back.
He need help,
Yeah,
man.
look that up. Yeah,
And then they got Houston defensive line and that defense? No.
defense trash. Coach defense trash.
No. Houston.
Houston defense up there.
Yeah, that's how
They like, I'm telling you, man, they got a run game. They got receivers. They got the tight end. I'm telling you, Delaney Walker.
Yeah, that boy be getting yards.
He got that seam route.
Yeah.
And then gotta look. Look at the receivers. They got Sterling, that Sterling guy. They just picked up the Davis guy. They, who the other guy they got? I was just looking at him if I know where.
Was it Kendall Wright? Do they still got Kendall Wright?
He got Kendall no more. It was somebody else. The guy came from the Dolphins. What was his name?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Matthew was his last name.
Oh yeah. They got Eric Decker, Harry Douglas, Rashard Matthews, Corey Davis, Taji Sharp. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Marietta gonna be back.
Yeah, not enough. Slow your horses, man. Slow your horses.
I said dark horse, not dark. It's a thing to make some noise. That's all I'm saying. Just keep your eye on them, man.
Yeah, we gotta see them Bengals, man. Them boys look good in that jungle, man. We gotta see what they gonna do.
Man, don't worry about my Bengals, man.
Hey, Mike Brown, man. Mike Brown allergic to success, man. He allergic. You know what? You know what? It's funny because I was actually reading an article.
Mike making moves, man. He's signing our 4 players. Man, he ain't.
Why y'all ain't go, man? The thing about Bengals free agency, y'all don't do nothing in free agency.
Been burnt. We've been burnt in free
Y'all
agency.
don't do nothing in free agency.
Man, we didn't overpay for too many people. We gonna stay young. You know, our veterans is our best players.
Bengals like, the Bengals best free agent signer was what, Darryl Washington or something, or Carlos Dansby. Like y'all do stuff like that. Like man, that ain't no good, no pickup. Y'all did it like 2 years ago.
Right, you're right. We did do it.
Okay, but you know, before we let our listeners go,
in free agency,
huh?
Who we pick up this year in free agency? Oh, we got that dude Mike Minter for the Cardinals, the middle linebacker, young, played for LSU. He was pretty decent. He had like 88 tackles.
Yeah, I know. Undersized. Yeah, he good.
Yeah.
We gonna see. That's good. I got somebody that can cover finally, so we'll see. We'll see about that. But before a lot of listeners go, Cowboys. Do you think it's a fluke, or do you think the Cowboys come back this year and they run the ball down everybody's throat once again like they did last year? Or do you think
he messing up? Ezekiel Elliott just killed the spirit. I can see him making the playoffs, but the thing is this what they gonna do, Tay. And people always fail to realize that, and I'll be telling them, it's not a jinx. I don't do that. You know, I'm big on the eye test. Dak going to have to win some games. They're going to make Dak Prescott really beat Steve McNair. Is he really that Steve McNair guy?
I like
because
Dak
he's
a lot.
big. I like him too. But the NFL about to see how much you like him. Because Ezekiel Elliott, unbelievable year. Ain't taking nothing from him. But it's things that the NFL want to see from your star players, especially young star players that took the league by storm and was successful. So they're gonna say, now do it again. We writing down everything you like to do. Your little check down to Beasley, your little back shoulder fade to Dez. You know what I'm saying? We know you kept Witten, which I think to me they need to pick up the guy from Cleveland, the tight end. He's still out there.
Oh yeah, man. He just provide leadership. Like Jason Witten literally will run a 10-yard route and then get tackled. Like he gets no yards after catch at all. But
that's what I'm saying.
I guess he's a great leader.
He's a 5 hook. He's a 5. Yeah, he
forget that. He can't. Man, my boy Tom Brady needs somebody who can get that yak, man. He's playing my Patriots. I'll be like, no, get him out of here. Get him out. You
Now understand.
need that
They
grunt.
need to get Gary Barnage.
Oh, he beast.
They need to get him and let him grow with a trio. I'm telling you, it'll be Aikman, Novacek, Emmitt Smith, and Irvin all over. You can't keep holding on to Jason Witten. Yeah, Jason Witten do the 5 and then 5 and out.
That's
You want
it.
to do it 5 and then the 5 and out.
That's it, man. And he get tackled immediately, like tackled, like he gets no yards after catch at all, man. We ain't even hating on you, Jason Witten, because you're a great leader. You have a big voice in that locker room. A lot of people listen to you, but dude, you need to start coaching or something. Be the tight ends coach. But you holding that team back, but he gonna keep collecting that check. He like, forget it. Jerry Jones gonna keep
signing him to these 1-year deals. Man, I'll be like, look, we're going to go in this direction. We're going to get a young 26-year-old tight end, Gary Barnage. You know, he was possible a Pro Bowler, if I ain't mistaken. Caught like 60 passes. He's faster. He can stretch. He's 6'6", 255 pounds. I mean, come on.
Yes.
Now, if you want to be a number 2 and be a blocker, because Jason Witten can block to this day.
He can.
But you're not going to be that feature, Jason. I'm sorry, I'm not going to keep giving you these 1-year, $5.7 million contracts. No, I'm not.
Hey, but then again, we ain't GMs, man. We don't know. Our teams they'll probably look at us crazy for some of the moves and make it. We were general managers and actually got to get in them shoes. But like I said, you know, college football coming up, NFL coming up. This is about to be the best time of the year. We got games Friday nights. Games Saturday nights and games Sunday. Can't beat that all-day college football Saturday. You just sit back, chill, watch some college football, eat good. This Sunday, you know, whatever y'all do.
We got some preseason football games coming up this week. Just let the listeners know that. You know, some of their favorite teams gonna be playing. I know the Bengals got the matter of fact, we got the Buccaneers.
Get that head cracked. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Bengals and Bucks. Okay. Let's see. Let's see, G. Let's see what NFL teams are actually out there playing this weekend. They want to show me, man. They keep. Hey, look. Every time I go on ESPN and keep pulling up the scores, they keep showing Golden State beating the Cavs, man. Why they doing that?
They got what?
They keep showing Golden State beating the Cavaliers every time, 129 to 120. Every time I go to the NFL and then I go to scores, they keep showing Golden State.
That was the last major event game, I think.
Okay. Well, y'all know. Go on ESPN, Google y'all. Y'all know some of these NFL teams playing out there. Like God, I just want you to protect some of these players' health because we don't want to see none of our favorite players or even the players who have yet to prove themselves to the owners get hurt. In the preseason, I know this is a time where you got guys playing with a lot of emotion, a lot of excitement. I remember years ago watching the Texans play. I think was it the first preseason game or was it the first game like regular season? But when the guy got was paralyzed or I think it's paralyzed. Like it can get real ugly out there. And you know we were just talking about this a couple episodes ago. This brain injury stuff, y'all. Y'all gotta be safe out there. I don't care how hard your helmet is, man. It's gonna always be something going on. You got these grown, big, strong men running at each other at an expeditious rate. So, with that being said, you got anything to say to the listeners?
Now, stay tuned, keep listening, and thanks for the support.
Yeah, hey, same thing. Thanks for the support. Please share, like, subscribe, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, Libsyn. Follow us on Twitter, everything. Check us out. We want this podcast to get around to everybody. All right, with that being said, from me to you, signing out.